Please excuse my excitement. I am stupidly excited. Look, wait, actually come to this camera. I've just received a pair of shoes from a brand that I've never worked with before. This one here. This is the first time that my channel is reviewing a Brooks running shoe that's been provided by Brooks. And if you know me, I'm a sucker for Max Cushion shoes. It's only right, therefore. Now we start with the Ghost Max. Hey, guys at Brooks, well done and thank you for sending these through. The purpose of this video is to do two things. One, get super hyped at the fact that Brooks sent me a pair of shoes, but also talk about the specs overview. What the heck is this shoe for, especially for the average runner? I'm excited. Before I do that, look, my name is Aubrey. I'm a very average runner, simply trying to be less average by the day, as at the time of filming this, I had a goal, right, of getting to 8,000 subscribers at Christmas. It's the 16th of December. I'm already at 8,080 subscribers. Thank you very much. Sincerely, it means a lot. On the part where I said I'm an average runner, that part is important when you watch this review, because some reviewers are exceptional, elite runners. Very good. But what does the Ghost Max have to give to an everyday average runner? Let's start talking about it. Okay. Let's talk about some 3 facts that you always need to know about any shoe. Let's start with the price. 140 pounds is exceptionally good, especially in today's climate. You see, some of my favorite daily trainers that are Max Stack High Cushion, Nike Invincible 3, 175 pounds. The Gel Nimbus, I think is the same. When you look at On Running's Cloud Eclipse, it's around that 160, 70 mark. So when Brooks rock up with 140 and 160 euros, 140 pounds, that's welcomed. Well done for that, Brooks. Now let's talk about the weight. Now, actually, let's go back to this one. I've got something serious to say here. YouTube reviewers are overemphasizing, over-complaining about the weight of running shoes. Now I get it. If you're Eliud Kipchoge and you're trying to break world records, some of these things are gonna matter. An average runner like me, in a shoe I'm probably gonna do some easy, steady running in, the weight becomes less of an issue. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to run in bricks, but 307 grams in a 9.5 UK, I've got nothing to complain about. I've seen some reviews though that want to talk about how heavy this shoe is. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be insignificant, especially because of the cushion that they've added in the shoe. Right, soapbox, get off that. Let's get back to this one. Stack height, 39.33. I got the spec sheet and they were that precise with it, with a 6 mil drop. Now for me, the stack height itself, great. It's high stack, it's gonna give you that cushion, especially the Ghost 15 feels a bit too firm for me. So when you go to 39 mil, welcomed. What's more important, 39 mil with a 6 mil drop means even at the front over here, you're still getting that 33 mil. That is higher than some of the shoes that you get even at the highest point. So 39, 33, 6 mil drop. That's a nice touch. I'm excited. Okay, let's address some things now. I haven't run in this shoe yet. There will be a very detailed how it feels to run in this shoe review. But for now, it's just an overview of what the shoe is and why you should consider it. Right. Let's start talking about what you see. The first thing is that rocker. Actually, let's do it in this camera because you will see it better. Right. You see the shape of this rocker from here up to there. It's very important. The other thing I want to talk about in terms of the physical properties, if you do that, you actually get to see that this shoe doesn't pinch in that much at its thinnest point, here, at its slimmest. Normally shoes will be very wide at the heel and then will pinch in over here and then go wide again to its widest point. What Brooks is doing in doing those two things, you see Max Stack shoes, Max Cushion shoes, feel a bit too, can be a bit unstable, one, and also require effort for propulsion and performance. They've dealt with that by this aggressive rocker here, and then also try to introduce stability by not pinching in there. So giving you some stability features without actually interrupting with the fact that this is a neutral shoe. One way they've also done that, if you look at the back here, this part here provides a lot of structure in your heel. There, this part here. But also, as you can see how the midsole kind of comes up here. there is a stability, there is a form, a structure at the back of that heel I actually like. I've done quite a lot of walking in it so far, but officially I run in a week's, all of my week's training to give a shoe a chance, and I've been reviewing the Saucony Ride 17. First run in this bad boy will be the long run tomorrow. But I just want to point out the features that they've been intentional about, and you have to take notice and not just judge the shoe. But that and what this midsole is doing and providing a hold and a stability in this shoe, absolutely intentional. Right. The other thing, I recently reviewed Hoka's Cielo Road, one of the best daily trainers I have looked at in a very long time. But I criticized it because of how breathable the mesh is in that shoe. And the reason I criticized it, when I went running, it was -2. And I'm a bit more tropical than most people, and I ain't about to go out in -2 in a highly breathable shoe because I stopped feeling my toes. Now that's not right. I like this because this upper is a bit more protective against the elements, especially the cold, especially if you're as tropical as me. I'll just say it. I'll put it out there. I like it. Now don't get me wrong, when I hold the shoe like this, I can actually see this light that I'm using, the light going through it. It shows you how breathable it is, but also it's gonna have some protective measures, which I like. The other thing to call out, I love, it's basic to some people, but for me, it's highly important. The lacing system. I can't fault the laces, but the main headline over here, can you see that lacing system? The eyelets, the holes? They're holes, bro. Well done, Brooks. And they've reinforced those holes. Those bad boys are not coming apart. I like the fact that some of them actually have rubberized reinforcements for the holes. That's intentional. I like that. Well done, Brooks. I've got nothing to fault. Until, of course, the tongue. Now, Brooks, I'm happy you've joined the channel. I'm happy. I've always known about you. I'm happy that you now know about me. But one thing I love, when I talk about tongues, I acknowledge the fact that you've got that little strip over here. This strip allows the laces to go through it, but the tongue on this shoe is not gusseted, meaning it's loose. It's not actually attached in the inside. I would have loved to see that in this shoe. The texture of the tongue is heavenly. It's plush. Love it. And that is uniform for a max cushion shoe. But what I would have loved to see in the tongue is to have it gusseted. It gives the runner a fixed position for the tongue. That way you don't have to faff around to get a good heel lock. But also, every time you run in a shoe, when it's not gusseted, you might get a different experience every time. My only feedback would be that. All right, let's talk the midsole. Now look, what you have to consider here is the comparison of this shoe against the Ghost 15, the Ghost series. I've never ran in that shoe because of how firm it is. This is how you deal with that. The Ghost Max absolutely deals with that. What I will be interested in though is how it performs against the other giants of the max cushion world. The More V4, the Cloud Eclipse, the Nike Invincible 3, the Gel Nimbus. You know what I'm talking about. How will Brooks's fit in that world? And I will tell you that as soon as I run in it, I will tell you. One thing I do love though, these guys don't miss. When it comes to the outsole, they don't miss. I love what they've done here. It's full coverage. You know what? It's full coverage. To protect this DNA Loft version 2 midsole that gives you that plushy feel, you need full coverage to provide the runner with the full grip. You need that. Now for me, on paper, this is gonna be a great shoe. However, next Sunday, because it's Saturday the 16th, on Sunday, I'm gonna give you a detailed review of how it actually felt running in it. So, if you took time to watch this, thank you very much. And you guys are Brooks too. Welcome to All Be Running. What took you so long? Thank you for watching this. I'll see you on the next one.